So it's finally happening. After years of speculation, Ewan McGregor has confirmed that he's reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi in a new Disney Plus TV series. So let's talk about it. I'm hype. Truly. And while we know that Ewan McGregor has been lying for the past 4 years to keep everything under wraps, and that it first started out as a spin-off movie much like Solo, I'm actually kind of glad that it has turned out the way it is. I think I speak for everyone when I say we've been clamoring for more Obi-Wan Kenobi for a long time, and now that it's a TV show, we're gonna get a more fleshed out, a more paced out narrative detailing the exploits of everyone's favorite Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So what exploits are we looking to dive deeper into? Well, Ewan McGregor has also confirmed that the timeline does take place between episode 3 and episode 4, which all but confirms that it's going to cover his 19 years on Tatooine looking after Luke. This means that it will almost definitely take inspiration from the Marvel comics, detailing his exploits there, a portion of his time on Tatooine through his journal entries when Luke finds them. So we'll almost certainly see him dealing with isolation, depression, and coming to terms with his life of not being a Jedi anymore. But some of the more interesting aspects of the show will most likely deal with his communion and further training with Qui-Gon Jinn and Yoda. How he protects Luke from being a Skywalker and causing trouble with the local gangs, or dispatching Tusken Raiders with a staff. Which brings me to my next speculation. I still believe Rey is a descendant of Kenobi, and the timing of these announcements couldn't have been more perfect. We will see in The Rise of Skywalker that Ewan McGregor will indeed make a cameo as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the form of a Force ghost, and it will be revealed that she is his granddaughter. So what does this mean for the show? It means that we will see Obi-Wan Kenobi, amongst everything that he does for Luke, meet a romantic interest. And since we all know that he's capable of love a la Duchess Satine Cries, but couldn't act on it because of the Jedi Order, we know that Obi-Wan, no longer a Jedi and no longer beholden to the Jedi Order and its code, may in fact pursue this romance. Now obviously this wouldn't happen in the very beginning of his stay on Tatooine. He's too focused on protecting Luke as a child. It's also shown in the comics that he deals with Jawa in junk trading, which also covers the junk trading portion of Kylo Ren's revelation to Rey in The Last Jedi. But this is where we cover the nobodies portion of his revelation. So he has a romance on Tatooine and has a child. Since he's on Tatooine for 19 years, that would give his child enough time to come of age before he sets off to help Luke in A New Hope. So just for argument's sake, let's say his child is 18 by the time he leaves. Return of the Jedi happens 3 or 4 years after the Battle of Yavin, and that would make his child from then 22 or 23 years old. According to official canon, Rey was born in 15 ABY, which puts Obi-Wan's child at 33, which makes complete and absolute and perfect sense. So let's recap what we're going to see in this TV series. Obi-Wan learning Force Ghost from Qui-Gon and Yoda, trading with Jawa, conflicts with Uncle Owen, and getting into some shenanigans with some local gangs and Tusken Raiders, all in order to protect Luke. Along the way, he meets a young woman who reminds him of Satine Cries, and he then has a child. The child becomes of age as Luke and R2 find him in the canyons. And so the season or series finale is going to deal with Rey being born, and then a time jump to when Rey finds Anakin's lightsaber on Takodana in A Force Awakens, and that's when Obi-Wan says, "Rey, Rey, Rey." And that will either signal the end of the series, or it signals the next season, which explains how Obi-Wan is guiding her. Boom! Let's go! Done! In any case, whatever happens, guys, it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. Whether you love the new trilogy, or you hate the new trilogy, or you just hate Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi, I don't think you would prefer to live in any other age other than today, with the proliferation of nerd culture, comic book movies, and anime becoming the cool thing these days. We can't always win, and there will always be outliers, and there will always be movies that disappoint us, but I've chosen to revel in the abundance rather than spite it all. And if you asked me whether I would rather there would be no Star Wars trilogy, no Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, or no Mandalorian TV series, I'd say, you out your damn mind. So leave it in the comment section down below what you think of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, what you're looking forward to seeing, and if you agree with any of my theories or postulations about whether or not Obi-Wan Kenobi will meet a love interest and this will blossom into Rey being born. I will be covering the Mandalorian TV series as well, so be on the lookout for that. But that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and if you want to keep up with all of my other videos, including the Mandalorian, which is about to come out on the 12th, then turn on notifications and subscribe. But in the meantime, that's it. That's my time. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, may the Force be with you, always.